And Dylan, we were just talking to a reporter from Houston here on the show who was saying a month ago this wasn't even close. It was James Harden with the MVP, and the hype beast kind of took over, and now it's hands down Russell Westbrook, or at least much closer. When do you feel like Russell Westbrook won the MVP?
It's been the last 2 weeks for a lot of people in the national media. Now, I don't have a vote for the NBA MVP, and if I did, it's been Westbrook the entire time for me. I feel like he's been so dominant. And look, I understand that the old stat that goes back that nobody has ever finished worse than fourth when it comes to the MVP voting with their team in their respective conference. But for this year, as historic as it's been, I think a lot of people are starting to overlook the fact that that could be the case for Russell Westbrook. Plus, you also have to factor in with him too. He's got more 50-point triple doubles than anybody else in the NBA, which is 3 compared to Harden's 2 this season. And it's just been an impressive run by him. I mean, seeing what he's been able to do is so historic. I think a lot of people are starting to look over the fact that Oklahoma City's not the greatest team that you're seeing on the floor this year, but also his ability to take over in crunch time. He is in the top 4 in every crunch time stat that there is in the NBA in terms of points, field goal percentage, rebounds, assists. I mean, he has got everything marked off on this that would make a historic season, kind of trump the fact that you've never seen anybody worse than fourth win the MVP in their respective conference.
Give us an idea, Dylan. What would be the reaction be like there in OKC or in the state of Oklahoma if he were not going to win the MVP?
Pretty much, I'm going to steal a line from a movie and say the worst parts of the Bible. No, I'm kidding. It would be really mind-boggling for a lot of people here. And I think a lot of people do respect the fact that James Harden's had the year he's had. I think a lot of people here also love the fact that James Harden's had the year he's had because he's a former Thunder member. But, for about the last 2 weeks with the way Westbrook's taken over games, going on, personal 15-0 runs for Oklahoma City, finding ways to get other guys involved during that time, and single-handedly willing his team to wins like Orlando, Dallas, Memphis, Denver yesterday. I think people would absolutely flip their lid around here because they expect him to have an amazing season. And what's really crazy is he's 40 points away from setting the single-season Oklahoma City Thunder scoring record that Kevin Durant currently holds, and he notched that whenever he won MVP a couple of years back. So a lot of people expect Westbrook to get this thing done, especially since the national media is kind of starting to trend that way, that this is his time now to finally take this thing over and take it home.